I'll pee in a cup any day you want me to, right? I mean, the reality is I have nothing to fear, right? So the reality is if an accident occurs, you need to report it. And I'm very serious about that, right? I walk around and I see those vehicles in our garage and I'm like, where did that dent come from? Oh, we don't know. Well, that is not a good answer, right? And so the reality is that most of the folks who drive vehicles drive the same vehicle day in and day out. So it's pretty easy to kind of evaluate who it is. And if you haven't reported it and it's there, then I'm going to assume you did it, right? So let's just be a little more upfront, forward thinking. Let's not get in accidents. But if we do, let's report them. Let's notify. Let's follow the procedures that have been put in place. And again, it's kind of like, it's January the 9th, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, everybody's still asleep, right? We changed the decade, but we didn't change the rules. So please make sure that we're following those. Any questions? Okay. And so this is a great time to make a PSA. We're recording this because some folks said that they don't feel like they're being communicated with frequently enough. And so the great news was the first time we did this, a lot of people watched it. The second time, about half of that. The last two, there's been one person who's viewed it.
Oh.
I don't know who that one person is.
I set it up.
Is it you? All right, so no one has watched it. So here's the thing. You've got staff, look around, you know who your staff members aren't here, right? So you need to be saying to them, especially the full-time staff, you need to watch that so that you are informed. Otherwise, as supervisors, you're all responsible for your staff and making sure this information is communicated back to them. The other thing that Kelsey said that made me think about things going on in the park district was the outdoor ice rinks. If you've driven around, you know we have 3 outdoor ice rinks. We have wonderful borders that are set up in the eager anticipation of cold weather. It is not coming. They serve as great dog parks, I hear. But other than that, we are waiting for cold weather. We may not have any, right? Who knows? We had that in March, right? No, not March. October, we had some snow, right? So the reality is that we're not putting those liners in. I think Chris said that they cost like $2,000. Was it $2,000 a piece?
$1,500 to $2,000.
$1,500, $2,000 a piece. So we're not putting $6,000 worth of liners out for a one-day skate, right? So we're monitoring it. So if anyone asks, we have this great ice rink. It's called the Richland Common Ice Rink, and we encourage everyone to go there. And so there's year-round ice there. We would love to get the other ones out and up and operating, but that is up to Mother Nature. And so just an FYI on that. Okay, Greg, so you're going to come up and give an innovation update? Yep.
So you probably were pretty excited to see Kyle in the hat. Obviously Kyle's not here, so I asked
She's
for
afraid because this big old head is going to fit in there.
I was going to do a fitting.
This is the whole reason I came today.
I know.
He's afraid it's not going to fit on his big head.
It's just Marina's had a committee update. She said she'd come up with this. So we'll do that. Check you out. I'll send you when I'm out. We have a little shorter update today. For those that are new, we use this opportunity to award people that have ideas that we're going to launch through Launchpad, our idea platform. Anybody can post on it. Anyone that has an idea goes through that process. We'll look at your idea, we'll evaluate it, and it can become a reality. So we're going to recognize the ideas, we recognize the posters, the commenters, and now we're going to start recognizing the implementers. So since we had Christmas, we didn't get too many ideas that are going to be launched, but we do have some implementers today. But to start, we want to recognize the people that posted the most. Not necessarily that we're going to launch all of that, but that they posted the most. So our top poster was Sarah Secchi in Special Facilities.
You're welcome.
All right, and then also on Launchpad, you can comment and you can vote. So you can look at people's ideas, you can add to them and say, that's a great idea. And we want to recognize that as well. And so our top commenter voter was Jean Viette. All right, like I said, we don't have any moon men today. Between December and January, it's hard to meet with all the department heads and vet everything. But we do have 3 implementers we want to recognize, the people that do the hard work and put the new ideas into practice. So we'll start with Patty Staley, had 2 in 2019. She had the Monarch Butterfly Certification at Mills Park. And then also she did a Daffodil Memorial opportunity for people as well, which went really well. So those 2 are in place.
Nice.
Yay.
Also, we had our Waste-Free Lunch Wednesday. We had our first one with Leah Pryor. And so I know some of you attended that. We'll do more of those. Take it to her. All right, so outside of that, we don't have a Look Good Try Award. So if you, with the Look Good Try Awards, when something doesn't work, we want to recognize that because innovation, again, is about learning, not just having awesome ideas happen. So if you try something new and it really doesn't work, we want to know that because we want to tell those stories as well and what you learned from it and how we got better. So tell those stories. Right now, I have it from last time when we talked about the innovation team failed in their attempt to do a problem-solving process. But we need more, so send me more so we can get that out of my office and to somebody else. It's a rotating award. All right, so we're on our 3rd annual Innovation Awards. So these are the top innovators of the year at the Park District. And so we're going to do a contest with Slido. So now everybody at this point should have the Slido app or know where to go online and find Slido, hopefully. So we got 2 awards, one for community impact, and we'll start with that one. And so we have 2 nominees. The way this works is the innovation team looks at every idea that we launched in 2019 and we pick out the nominees for the ones we want to rate on. And so we have 2. We have Screen Break. And so I'll have Barb come up really quick, describe Screen Break for those that don't know it.
Right now?
Yep, is that okay? I won't do it justice. I can explain the busing thing. I think the other ones are.
So,
What's the, can you read that code?
Oh yeah, I'll put it into presentation mode.
Sorry.
But don't vote till everyone gets a chance to talk about their ideas.
So Screen Break was an idea that was kind of recycled there was a national initiative in the 2010s, let's say, for TV Tune-Out Week. So I kind of recycled that into something called Screen Break. So it's a play on words. It's an opportunity that happened close to spring break where we encourage families to turn off their devices to be able to spend time together and do some really great things like talking, reading books, not having some electronic something in front of your face. So I approached the Collaboration for Early Childhood with their opportunities for networking within the Oak Park and River Forest area, and they jumped on it and helped me do this. So we invited a bunch of stakeholders in the community to be able to say, can you please help us offer free opportunities for families to come and play together, do things together without using screens. So the village got involved, they gave tours with the bees, so let me back up. So it was about a week period of time where we had identified in the calendar and said, hey, do you have existing activities that you'd be able to add to the calendar? Would you mind adding in some activities that families can do together and participate in this way? So we had a wonderful response. There were at least close to 40 activities that families could engage in. There were over 700 participations in this throughout Oak Park and River Forest. So we had the library got involved, the story times for kids. It was during the day, there were things during the evening. Families could go over to Trailside and do learn about animals. There was a tour at the fire department where you can go and touch the fire trucks and the paramedics. You could go to the library and do story time. Touch the paramedics, touch the I'm nervous, I'm on camera. What was it?
where was I? Where was I?
For next year, right? The fire department gave tours of the fire station, the library. We offered things here. We had the Gaga Ball pit out. We had families be able to come to the indoor playground. And fortunately, a lot of the things we offered, we didn't just attract people that were common customers of ours or other agencies. I think the stats were that there were like 63% of people had engaged in something new for them, which was really great. So it kind of turned out to be an awesome marketing tool for us because all the information came through our PDOP website, which is awesome. And thanks to the marketing team for being able to help with this because it was amazing. We had bingo boards to be able to pass out to kids in preschool and say, hey, complete this bingo board together. So it was simple things like, let's go take a walk around the block, or read a book together, or hop around your living room, or something like that. Really simple things that everyone can engage in. It was a lot of fun.
Will you do it
There was
again?
also a concert. Jim Gill came and did a concert for us. Who's an Oak Park native. He's a children's performer. There were about 200 people that came to Wonderworks. They hosted the location. The collaboration paid for it. So it was all free to families.
Nice.
Yay!
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 Questions? We're gonna do it again this year. The play on words, sorry Greg, got to be a little confusing for people because we scheduled the date close to spring break. And so lots of people thought that the activities were happening on spring break, even though it wasn't. So we're changing the date. So it's gonna be like the end of April, the beginning of May, to like separate spring break out from spring break. So there won't be as much confusion.
Nice. Good job, Mark.